Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today we're going to be combining white chocolate chips and the delicious candy corn candy treat. And we're going to be turning them into a white chocolate chip candy corn cookie. Let's get started. To make the cookies, we're going to be using 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of softened butter, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, or you could use milk instead, 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now in here I have 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, which will make the cookies nice and light, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to need 1 cup of white chocolate chips, and we're going to be using 1 cup of candy corn. I have my stand mixer here fitted with my paddle attachment, and my butter is in my bowl. So I'm just going to give it a quick stir here, and it's nice and soft, so it'll be easy to mix. So that step is just distributing the butter a little bit, and now I'm going to put in my sugars. So I'm going to give those a big mix and make sure it's nice and light and fluffy. Once the butter and sugars are together, you can add your egg. Now I'm going to put the mixer on to low, and I'm going to gradually add in my vanilla and my cream. Once we've got our wet ingredients added in, we're going to add our flour, and then we're also going to add in at the same time the baking soda, cornstarch, and the salt. So I'm going to mix this up on low again until all of this ingredient is combined and you have a nice light and fluffy cookie dough. Our last step is to add in our white chocolate chips and our candy corn. We're going to just mix those up briefly, and then the cookie dough will be all set for putting onto our pan. I have my baking tray here lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to be using a large cookie scoop, which is about 4 tablespoons equivalent of dough. So all I do to do that is I just scoop into my cookie dough, and then I just plop it onto the parchment pad like that. So the parchment piece of paper just like that. Now what you're going to do is you can bake them right away, but what you might find out is that it might spread quite a bit. And so if you want your cookies to be a little bit chunkier, what you want to do is you want to put it into the fridge or the freezer for a couple of hours, and that will just solidify your cookie dough. And what that's going to do is help prevent any spreading of the cookie while it's baking. So when you're baking your cookie, you want to put them into the oven at 350 degrees, and you're going to bake them for around 15 minutes. And now what that means is that some ovens that will take about 12 minutes, some ovens that might take up to 18 or 20. You just have to watch it and make sure your cookie is nice and golden brown. So I'm going to put these into the fridge and then into the oven, and I'll be back to show you the finished cookies. So here are the completed white chocolate chip candy corn cookies. I have them in the oven for about 16 minutes, and like I said, that might vary depending on your oven. So I'd like you to leave a comment if you liked what you saw today, and remember to give it a thumbs up as well. I love hearing where you guys are from and where you're watching from, so make sure you give me a comment below, and I will be sure to try to answer as many of them as I can. So thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again next time.